I love to build bases. I make no secret of this. This is not something that is hidden away. I absolutely love building Minecraft bases. I also like doing Minecraft-based time challenges, trying to build things in short spaces of time. And I enjoy doing cuts, like this one, where I suddenly cut to a black screen. I always enjoy doing those. And then suddenly I can appear somewhere else in the world. Time has passed, things have happened, and I've lightly cut out a bunch of stuff that I personally think is boring. However, sometimes it's actually quite nice not to cut out this stuff. People might find it interesting, seeing my process of bug fixing, and you also might just want to see the redstone contraption and the build be built from end to end. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be building a base in 1 hour, and the clip is going to be 1 hour long. No cuts. Alright, I'm going to give myself one last one because I enjoy them. Oh, I'm making the most of it. But that is going to be the final cut. There are not going to be any more in the video. Okay, I lied a little bit. I need the toilet. I'm going to get myself a drink before I start this. And now Kubo's barking like a madman. He's going absolutely mad. I can't even start. Okay, now that's finally stopped. Let's get to work on this one. So, what is the most important part of a base? I personally would argue it is the storage system. That is where we're going to be starting everything off. So, first things first, we need to work out a cool way to do a storage system, okay? Because we can't just have a wall of chests. I mean, we can, okay, and that would be perfectly functional, but I really want to focus on the storage system in this build. So we're actually going to do it using shulker boxes, which is a bit of an interesting system, and it's not something that I've done in quite some time. Which is probably a bad start for a video where I can't actually cut out all of my mistakes and my confusions. This is probably one of the worst builds that I could possibly be doing. But anyway, let's give this a go. It's actually based... I think the actual design itself is an Exuma design. So we're going to be making use of that. And the concept has been around pretty much since shulker boxes were introduced. People have been trying to look for ways to create cool systems that will sort items into shulker boxes and things. It does also work with chests, of course. But just shulker boxes are cooler. Let's face it. You can actually take them off the wall. You can take them around with you. What colour shall we use? This is the first dilemma that I've reached in today's video. Let's go for yellow. In terms of like design style and things, I think we're going to be going for a fairly wood-based theme, I would say. It's going to be quite warm and homely. It's definitely going to look better than that. Do not worry. I can feel the concern already, and I don't blame you. Oh, and actually all of these need to be placed like that so that we can actually open them. Yeah, so that they can actually open outwards, because that would be bad news. Alright, okay. Okay. How does this work then? I'm not going to do any of my redstone, at least exposed redstone, on any of the crazy colours, because I think that would look really daft. I'm fairly certain. Let's try and think. I'm trying to think. Okay, I think it's redstone dust here. 4 ticks here. Redstone dust, cool. 2 ticks here. Torch. And then that is the repeating pattern. Yes. I do have the world download, so I can refer to it. That's not a big problem. But yeah, I think that's it. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to alternate the powering between each one of the hoppers so that the item has a chance to try and go into this shulker box, and then if it doesn't go into the shulker box, it then drops down a hopper, gets stuck there, tries to go into that shulker box. If it doesn't go into the shulker box, and the way that we decide what goes into the shulker box is the shulker box is filled with all sorts of items kind of done like this. So if a chest goes past, it will actually stack up onto those chests. That's essentially what's happening here. That's what we're trying to do. Whether or not it works or not, I mean, let's see. We're going to have to get all of the modules in place so they kind of repeat on top of one another like this. So that's that. I've taken the ticks off that repeater. Man, it's so funny when you're recording without cuts, how much you realise that you chop out of your videos. Like, all of this would be gone. I would be like, yeah, I want to build a storage thing for shulker boxes. Here's how I'm going to do it. This is sort of how it works. And then it's there. You don't see any of this stuff. And the good news is that I've got 3 more of these to build. So you're going to be seeing plenty more of them. Alright, okay. Comparator. Boom, boom, boom. Redstone dust. I wonder how fast I can get at building them. It's actually... They're quite a nice little... This is a really nice little circuit. It's a really, really nice little system that Exuma has created here. It makes total sense. It works really, really well. Hopefully, it's reliable. I mean, this design was uploaded because I watched the video earlier to refresh my memory. It was uploaded in 2016, so it's nearly 3 years old now. But there's no way that any of the redstone possibly could have changed in terms of this. There are some redstone contraptions that you look at and you're like, oh, that's based on some kind of tricky game mechanics. There's a chance that they'll be fixed. This is what I would consider like solid redstone. It is just powering and depowering of things. There is no way that anything that Mojang has done should affect this design. But you never know. You know, it is Minecraft. It can occasionally throw up some rather interesting things. Right, let's see what the repeaters are doing up at the top here. Should be as simple as that. That should be it. So if I have only chests in this top one, and I have only repeaters in this second one, this is obviously just an example. I have only redstone torches in this one, and I have only redstone dust in this one, and then I only have observers in this one. Then we have the chest down at the bottom, just in case we throw items into the system that can't be sorted out. So this is like the miscellaneous item chest. That's a bit of a life hack. Does anyone know that? So when the shulker box is closed, it's actually considered a full block. You can't open the chest. But if you open the shulker box and then quickly go over to the chest, then you can open it. What's funny is that I didn't know this. I just discovered that, and then I tried to play it off as if I knew it, and I was really smart. That's not the case, but it's definitely a good life hack, in case anyone wants to know it. Okay, let's chuck a chest in. Let's see what happens here. Redstone happened, and we got a chest. That is good. What is the second one down? Okay, repeaters. Let's put a stack of repeaters in. Let's see what happens. Okay. That is quite annoying. I wonder if I wonder if there's anything that we can. I suppose we can put the chest further down, or even we could. Oh no, we can't move the chest out. That is quite annoying. It looks like it's working though. Yep. Okay. So we've got ourselves a working system. I wonder what we can do about this chest. Is there anything that we can do about this chest? I would have thought. I swear shulker boxes are transparent. That it doesn't make much sense to me that chest would be having any issues. That's a little bit strange. Man, it's not the fastest system in the world, is it? But it has done it. Okay, so we are sorting items. The correct things are going into place. Let's just throw an item that can't be sorted in. Obviously, it's going to make its way down to the bottom. There's absolutely nowhere it can go. But you've got to test these things just in case. I think I've come up with a way. I mean, as I say, it's not the end of the world. We could put the chest further down. Okay, yeah, it ended up there. That's good. We could put the chest in the floor. It's not ideal. I probably would have preferred it in the original position. But with that being said, with a little bit of nice design work, that could look quite good. And I suppose we probably should do a little bit of nice design work. Let's get on that. So let's have something like this going on. Maybe some stone slabs and stone bricks. Maybe a little bit of cobblestone. We're going to go for, yeah, slightly kind of, let's not do infested stuff. I always do that. Let's check. I haven't been building with infested stone bricks this entire time, have I? I'm just the worst for it. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's because it comes up first in the list. I'm constantly just building everything out of, like, infested everything. Okay, let's add some path blocks in. Don't worry, as I say, this is going to start looking cooler. Let's go for some logs. Boom. Lovely. Oh, yeah, looking a million times better already. It's not looking that great, actually. What else can we do here? What else can we do? It's so flat. So flat. Man. That is as far as flat things go, that is a flat thing and a half. And we still need to be able to reach this chest. Which we can just about do. Maybe some fence posts. When in doubt, just throw fence posts onto things. I mean, I've built uglier things for sure. I've definitely built uglier. Do we roll with that? We don't actually have that much time. I've burned 8 minutes and 45 seconds. I've burned nearly 6... what would that be? Oh, you know what? I'm not going to try my best to do any form of maths in a single take. Normally, see, I would cut to a black screen and go, oh, that is 13.4%. But no, none of that's happening today. In case you were under any illusion that I do it in my head, I definitely don't do it in my head. In that black screen, in between the clip and the black screen, I've definitely gone to Google, typed in calculator, gone to a calculator. Well, actually, no, Google has an implemented calculator, so normally it does the maths for me. But still, yeah, I'm definitely not doing any maths in my head. It's been a while, actually. I used to be really, really good at maths, and I have not done it in probably... I was thinking about this the other day, actually. I've not done serious maths where I'm doing things like integrals and differentials and quadratic equation. Like, I can still remember the quadratic equation and things like that, but any of that stuff, I haven't touched since I left school, which is funny because I had always planned on using it all the time. I actually, a little bit of trivia to do with me, I got accepted to go to university to do computer science, and then in, I think it was 2015, was going to be the year that I would go, so nearly 4 years ago now. Yeah, 2015, my YouTube channel was going insanely well. It was doing really, really well, and I said, you know what, I'm actually not going to go to university, I'm going to pursue this YouTube thing and see if I can make this work, and I can always go to university at a later date. And then I did, and obviously very, very happy that I did do that, because, you know, doing university and YouTube at the same time, it just would have been so tough. You know, I barely have any time as it is. I definitely would have failed at university, because I know what I'm like. I would be thinking about making Minecraft videos far more than I would be thinking about doing computer science. So I'm very glad that I made the decision to go full-time YouTube and just pursue that. And as I say, it seems to have worked out for now, and I can always go to university later on if I so please. But with that being said, as I say, my maths skills, I don't know if I'd be going back to do computer science. all of those skills that I once had with mathematics have completely gone down the toilet. It's just funny, you know, if you don't use something, it atrophies, doesn't it? You just lose it. You think, oh, I'd never be able to lose this, and then you start looking into it, and it's like, actually, no, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm sure that would be the case with Redstone. It has to be the case with Redstone. There's no way it could be anything different. So if I stop doing in fact, I know this because when I come back from holidays and things like that, I will come back and I'll try my best to do a redstone contraption that normally is simple, and I'll find myself getting so frustrated trying to work out what on earth is going on. It's how it goes. It's the same with actually recording videos too. Because it's weird, recording videos, there's a bit of like an art to it, in that you get into rhythms, you learn flows. That's why doing these one-take videos is so difficult, because I do have such, like, burnt-in rhythms that I record my videos in. The number of times I've reached over to my button that stops me from recording. The number of times I've done it, because it's like, okay, that's a good point to cut, and then I have to tell myself, no, like, this is not one of those videos. It's just some of those things are kind of hardwired, burnt into my head. Alright, we've got 2 of these things. I would say 3. 3 is probably a good number. How long do they take for me to build? Probably about, maybe, yeah, they probably take 2 or 3 minutes, don't they? That's that. It's cool. Now the question is, do we actually fill them up with items? Do we take the time to sort out the items, or are we just going to do these as an example? I personally am kind of siding on them just being examples, simply because, as I say, we don't really have that much time. We only have 1 hour to do this entire build, and I have quite the ambitious plan set. Yeah, I've got quite a few things that I really, really want to work on. So, yeah, it's probably smart if we just kind of leave them as they are, don't fill up all of the redstone, but they do work. They are fully functional. Right, let's see. Okay, that's that. Good, 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 good. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. And then let's see. Am I... Yeah, no, I was going to say, that didn't look right. That didn't look right. That's the other thing. You quickly pick up when you've built enough redstone contraptions. I suppose there's kind of, this is because I've built a bunch of these ones, so I specifically know what it should look like. But it's really funny. If you do a lot of redstone, you can look at a redstone contraption, and it takes seconds, like even milliseconds. You look at it and you go, that doesn't look right, and then without even testing it, you can go, no, I don't think that's going to work. And then you test it and it doesn't work. You can't immediately see what's not going to work. You just know it's not going to work. And then eventually you find the thing that's causing the problem. Is really, really strange. I think that's maybe, how long have I been doing YouTube now? Maybe 8 years. I think that's 8 years of just building redstone contraptions. My brain has got like a like a redstone bug detection. You know, what part of redstone bug detection, what part of your brain does redstone bug detection? Because I think mine might be significantly larger by this point in time. It's like those London cab drivers. You know, they have to do the knowledge test, where you have to remember all the different routes through London and things like that. It takes like 7 years to do. It's a really, really tricky thing. And that they have, I think it's the amygdala. They're a certain part of their brain that deals with kind of memory recollection and pathfinding. I don't know if pathfinding is a part of your brain, but whatever. That's like significantly larger than most people because of the amount they've had to train it to be able to learn every single pathfinding route through London. It's pretty crazy. So I wonder if I've got that with the redstone bug finding part of my brain. I should hope so. It'd be embarrassing if not, to be honest. Okay, that's that. That's cool. We have nailed it. Nice. Nice. I like the way they look. I think they look super cool. I think if we start adding in, as I say, we kind of need to ruin up this area a little bit. We will have to put some time into decorations and things. I mean, we don't have to do exactly the same thing every single time. But I think having that little thing there and then some path blocks between all of them, which I can actually just get a shovel. Instead of breaking a block and then converting it into a path, let's do it the actual Minecrafty way. It's failed me. It's failed me. Right, there we go. Okay. Cool. Get out of the way. I love long grass. Long grass is one of my favourite things in Minecraft. But goodness me, is it annoying. All right. Okay, so this is kind of like, this is storage system alley, is what I will call it. And it's going to curve round like this. That looks really pretty, doesn't it? That's actually quite nice. And I think we could also put some fence posts here. And maybe even continue the kind of stony, broken the theme between each one of them. Maybe even build up some blocks here. Like that. Yeah. Whatever. That looks pretty good. It looks good to me. So I'm very glad. that I'm not kind of well known for my building and things, because I would not be able to do building live on camera. That's about as good as it's going to get for me. Yeah, that looks cool. Maybe add like a few bits around here. Maybe fence it off a little bit. Add in some nice details and things. As you can probably tell, totally winging it here. But that looks cool, actually. That looks nice. I'm a fan. Kubo's a fan too. Now he's going to be barking. This is the problem with doing one take. He never barks, but today he seems to be interested in barking. He seems to be really, really enjoying it. He's absolutely loving barking right now. Okay, I'm just going to leave him to it. Alright, the next thing that I want to build, so staying on the storage system, so these are going to be for all different types of items. You know, one thing that we are going to do is, I would say, we place in item frames, and then we have fake items inside them. Okay, so I know this isn't particularly legitimate, alright? But this is things like redstone repeaters, we've got redstone torches, we've got comparators, we've got observers and things. So those are all my redstone devices. We've got a lot of redstone storage apparently. And then we can do all the different types of wood. Have I really used 1/3 of my time already? I've spent 1/3 of my time on doing 3 storage systems. They're very pretty though. Okay, and then this one. Oh, what else is there? I mean, what things are there in Minecraft? I'm stuck. I'm stuck for things. I don't want to do things like cobblestone and stone because we need bulk storage for those. Okay, concrete. Yeah, let's go for colours. Alright, white. Yeah, that's that. Blue. Yellow. Good. Nice. Absolutely nailed it. Okay, so those are our item storage systems. Brilliant, fantastic, all done and dusted. And as I say, on this side, we're going to kind of mirror what we have going on, but we're going to have storage silos. So let's go... In fact, we can actually use almost identical... Oh, what's a good way to do these storage silos? I guess... If we... Oh, yeah. Okay. I've just remembered the best way to do them. I suddenly blanked on how to make a storage silo. I was like, what? I've made hundreds of these things in the past. What am I doing? So yeah, so that's that. Ah, that feels a little bit cramped. I'd say go here. Okay. And then from there, we have all of the redstone lamps that go down the side. So that is actually going to be our storage silo. And we can space them slightly differently because originally I wasn't actually planning on having... I was planning on trying to keep it 3 wide. But I actually think it will probably benefit from having a little bit of this sort of thing going on. Where we get that... For some reason, that looks wrong, even though it is right. Despite what I just said about knowing immediately when a redstone contraption looks wrong, I'm going to ignore my better judgment, and I'm just going to start working on it. Okay, that's that. So then we can run this into here. Alright, and then storage silos are one of the easiest things in the world to make because for the most part you are literally just running signals out from hoppers into these, and then this one is the only one that's a tiny bit trickier, but you kind of have to do something like this. You go comparator, redstone dust, repeater, and then here it's just that. Cool. How are we doing for time? 21 minutes in. We're 21 minutes in! Oh, I need to get the burners on. I need to get the afterburners on. I need to work faster. As I say, it seems... This is what's funny, okay? Because on average, I probably spend... On a redstone video, I probably spend about 5 to 6 hours. And then Hermitcraft, it really can depend. It's between kind of 6 to 12... 6 to 12 hours is probably... Yeah, I'd say 6 to 12 hours is accurate. That's done, by the way. So... It's funny because you will see how little you actually get done in 1 hour's time. I mean, on Hermitcraft, if I was to do an uncut 1 hour Hermitcraft episode, there is every chance that it could just be me pondering around my base, trying to look for things to start the project. That's all the episode would be. It'd be like, right, there we go, 1 hour uncut, done. It's like, it's just been me trying to find things. And that's just how it is. Or like resource gathering and things. It's just, those sorts of things, they take time. And it's time that's not interesting, so it gets cut out of the video. But it is time. I still have to spend the time, you know? There's a reason that I only make a certain number of videos per week. If I could, I would make 14 videos a week. There'd be 2 videos a day, but that's just, it doesn't lend itself to good content because, as I say, everything takes time. And if I made 14 videos a week, they would be bad videos, whereas right now I'm in a really, really nice balance. I'm making 4 videos a week. I feel like they're solid videos, they're good videos. Because the other thing is the amount of time it takes to come up with the ideas for the video. You know, I've made over 2,000 videos now, okay? It's a lot of ideas, okay? There's a lot of ideas in there. And the way that I make my redstone videos is, well, and Hermitcraft episodes, is I write out 10 ideas for the video, and then it's almost like oversampling. It's like I make 10... If I come up with 10 ideas for a video, there has to be at least one good one in there, okay? There's going to be a bunch of rubbish ones, but there has to be at least one good one in there. And don't get me wrong, sometimes I will still upload a bad one. Like, there are occasions where I still post something, and then, like, a couple days later, I'm like, why did I think that was a good idea? That was a terrible idea. But that's just how it goes. You know, as I say, you make 2,500 videos. You're going to make some that are kind of a bit pants. It's all part of being a YouTuber and things. I feel like people are much more understanding of YouTubers these days and like what it's like to be a YouTuber. By the way, I know that I've offset these. I like it. I think it looks cool. I don't want this kind of uniform setup here. This looks really nice, by the way. I'm a big fan of how this is looking already. So we're doing well. From a building perspective, I would actually say this is probably one of my favorite bases that I've built in a Redstone video. So this is cool. But yeah, I feel like viewers are now a lot more understanding of YouTubers and things, because yeah, I think people are starting to understand that although it is like the coolest thing in the world that we get to make these Minecraft videos and things, there is a certain element to it that is challenging. And it used to be that the viewers were so demanding. It was like, why haven't you made a video today? Yeah, I'm gonna unsubscribe. Don't get me wrong, you still get a little bit of that, and it is hilarious. But yeah, for the most part, people, whenever I say, "Oh, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to miss a video for today," like I just haven't been able to get it finished in time, or things haven't worked out. Generally speaking, the overwhelming response is, "Don't worry, dude. Like, you know, don't stress. It's done when it's done. I'll be excited to see it when it finally rolls out." And that is such a cultural shift on YouTube, because as I say, if I ever used to post that, it was like, "You what? You're so lazy. Do you do anything? All you have to do is sit down in front of your computer and play Minecraft. How hard can it be? Make me a video. Make me a video." Like slamming the desk and things. That's how it used to be. So yeah, it's considerably better. Cool. We are done. 25 minutes. Disappeared into the ether. Bam, bam. Okay, cobblestone there, and we've got one for stone. And actually, on the topic of ether, I'm not into modded Minecraft, but the only mod that I ever played was the Aether mod. I absolutely loved it. This was before I had a YouTube channel. And when we were at Nashville for Minecon, I met the dude who made the Aether mod without realizing he was the dude who made the Aether mod. I can't believe it. I would have fanboyed totally, and I would have asked him all the questions, and I didn't realize that I'd met him. And he was really young, and I was so amazed. I'm amazed that he managed to do it. Anyway, I just thought I'd get that out of the way. I just thought I'd mention that because it completely blew my mind. These things are done. Let's get some ruination in. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. This is cool. This is really cool. Okay, so I would say what comes after. What's the next most important thing after your storage system? Because we've spent half our time on the storage system. This is not good. I would say actually a place to sleep might be smart. Maybe, yeah. Let's stop fanning about and actually build it. Oh gosh, that means I actually do have to build it. I'm gonna go for my very, very standard. Like, if I have to build a house in a pinch, this is what I do. This is gonna be it's gonna be so small. Thing is, these are way too big. We can't have a house that small. Okay, let's go up one. All right. Yeah, so you come out your house. Okay, I'm trying to think of what would be a good place to get like a screenshot of this thing. I've shot myself in the foot. It's gonna be the world's worst. It's gonna be the world's worst thumbnail. You're just not gonna be able to see anything that's going on. Okay, we're gonna go for a purely cobblestone roof here. You know, I remember the day when I discovered the overhanging roof. Because I think like every single Minecrafter in existence used to build houses with a roof that only went to the edge of the house. And it's when I discovered the overhanging roof. And I discovered that actually, you know, you don't have to have just a completely flat frontage to your house. That was a big day for me. That was a marked change to my building style. You know, if there's one time... I remember there was this one time... In fact, actually, Exumavoid was talking about this. Because I genuinely... This is so funny, okay? So, I used to be on a Hermitcraft server... Well, no. I mean, I am on the Hermitcraft server. I did used to be on the Hermitcraft server too. But I used to be on this server called Geomine, okay? And Geomine was a server that was run by Exumavoid. And you know what's really funny is that in my head, I was like, did I imagine that it was run by Exumavoid? I know that sounds really, really silly, but it was, I think 6 or 7 years ago that I was on this server, and I was like, I honestly, I couldn't, you know, sometimes your memory does weird things, and you remember things that weren't really real, and I thought there was a chance that could be one of those things, that Exumavoid ran the server. But no, he did run the server, and he was on it quite frequently, along with, so I was on there, Simply Sark was on there, who's another big YouTuber, False Symmetry was on there, and honestly, a lot of my building inspiration actually comes from Geomine and the guys on Geomine. It was a really, really great server. Unfortunately, it got hacked, and all the worlds got deleted, and then it took a long time for us to get them back, and they were corrupted, or they had just been completely removed. So then we had to start again, and it was like a couple months too late, and it kind of just, unfortunately, yeah, it fell apart from there. But Geomine was one of the first times where I actually started work on like a proper base, and I only made 6 episodes on there. I'm sure they're on my YouTube channel still. I mean, it makes no sense that they wouldn't be. And yeah, that was my first time where I actually had to focus on building, and I was so scared, and I ended up building something that actually, if I remember correctly, it was like I had like a little jungle hut, and then I had this little room. There was one room that I thought was super cool, which was like, it had like water flowing in from the walls, and it was totally pointless, I seem to remember, but I had a lot of fun building it. Yeah, that was like the first time that I actually built anything. I don't know where that story was going, to be honest with you. But you know, it's like because I've always been, when I first got Minecraft, obviously I was totally building, and because there wasn't really too much redstone, pistons had only just been introduced, and then it was only when I started making YouTube videos actually that I got into redstone. It's so funny, my YouTube channel did not start off as a redstone channel in the slightest. It really didn't. And I had never, the first time I used redstone, genuinely I made a video. So you can kind of see it. One of my first videos was the methods in Minecraft elevators video. That was one of my first redstone videos. People seemed to really, really enjoy it. I enjoyed making it, so then I was like, well, I can make redstone videos from this point forth. And some of the redstone contraptions I made were terrible, some of them weren't. And eventually, you know, I got to where I am today, where I kind of just gradually learnt through making redstone videos and teaching people how to do redstone to actually use redstone myself. It's like the strangest way to make content. It's like, I don't know about this thing, so I'm going to make videos on it, and I'm going to teach people how to use it, and then hopefully I'll learn how to use it myself. It's like, what on earth? That is such... I was 16 at the time, and that is such a 16-year-old mentality, isn't it? Okay, anyway, our house is built. It's very pretty. It goes straight out into our storage system. I've definitely built it a little bit too close to our storage system, but whatever. It's not the end of the world. Okay, let's get a few chests in place. Yeah. I mean, we have a massive storage system outside, so maybe they're not like the most useful things, but you know, you do tend to have some stuff in your inventory and stuff that you want to get rid of occasionally. Okay, one thing that I have thought of, we haven't lit any of this up yet, but I have, my game rule is set to do daylight cycle false, so we never have to worry about that, so I'm not going to light anything up. That's the best way to approach that problem. Alright, anyway, I would say it is probably wise. That wandering villager has given me some inspiration in that we should probably get ourselves set up with some form of... I think the best way to go would be to get some villagers in place, and then also get a melon and pumpkin farm in place. That seems smart. And in terms of melon and pumpkin farms, I mean, what is the best design that we could use? How's this place looking, by the way? It's looking quite cute. I do want to come in. I want to... If we get time at the end, I'm definitely going to go in. I'm going to add some... You know what? I'm going to do it now. I can't help myself. I love the cobblestone roofs, but something needs to break them up, because otherwise they start to look really bad. I tell you one thing, though. How nice is the new textures in Minecraft? Like, seriously, it's such a big improvement. For the longest time, I used to use a texture pack, actually. I'd even forgotten that I used to do that. Yeah, I used to use the faithful 32 texture pack, and now that the new textures are out, these ones are so much nicer and so much softer. I used to just find the Minecraft textures way too hard. They were like really over the top contrasty for no reason, and yeah, just a lot of them just seemed a little bit off to me. So I always used to use the faithful 30, and like the wool textures were disgusting, and obviously I use redstone on wool, so I had a special texture pack that dealt with that, and yeah. Oh, that looks a million times better. Yeah, so I did not use the standard textures, but then when the new textures came along, I was like, these are lovely. Like, the new wood textures are $1,000,000. They're so nice. It makes builds like this look really, really lovely. So I follow the guy on Twitter who actually did the new textures, but I can't for the life of me remember his name, but he has absolutely nailed it. Okay, you've absolutely nailed it. Okay, let's get ourselves set up with this. So the way that this has to work... I've forgotten. Okay. How do we do this? We can do this making use of observers, obviously. Everything makes use of observers, always. And pistons and minecart rails. I'm gonna do it. Let's think. Okay, what is like an optimal size? Okay. When it comes to dirt, how far out do things stay hydrated? I think it's like it's not a 5x5 area. That seems low. I would say is this. So if I had a slab in the middle there, I feel like that would hydrate everything around it. Man, this is actually going to be quite big. I'm gonna look it up. Farmland fertilization. No, it's not. It's like hydration, not fertilization. Hydration. Minecraft. There it is. If, goodness me. If it said. Okay, so you can go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks out. Okay, so we're fine. We are absolutely fine. We don't have to make it the full... You don't have to go the full 9 yards. Perfect. Alright. Probably should have placed in my minecart rails before I did that. But not to worry. Okay. Alright, we can actually reach all the way across. All I'm hoping is that they go in the direction that I want them to. No, of course they wouldn't. That's not actually a big deal, because we can just make them go in this direction, and then we can do... is it going to look ugly? I mean, it is a farm, so it tends to look quite ugly. I would have liked to have done it the other way though, but time is of the essence, because how long have we got left? We have 23 minutes left. Goodness me, I'm actually really going to need to start speeding things up. That is absolutely mad. Unless do we send the minecart on a loop? Can we even send it on a loop? Will it behave accordingly? It looks like it might. Okay, let's send it on a loop, because we definitely don't need that many minecarts. Yeah. So then this... Yeah, it will come out this side. Okay. We know what we're doing. Boom. Ah. I'm trying to think how this would work. Yes. Okay. I feel like a lot of this video so far has been yes. Okay. Alright, that's that. The minecart comes in from that side and leaves from this side. So then it will run over a bunch of hoppers that will then take the items out. So that will go there. This is probably not the most efficient way to do things, but it seems smart to me. So that's that. Powered rails. Round here. Run. Boom. Cool. Okay, now we need to put some redstone blocks into this system so that everything is powered. And I'm so glad we decided to build it in this direction because, yeah, if we hadn't, it's just one of those things. It's so frustrating. If I wanted to do that, they would then all connect up with one another, and I would start crying, and then it would be really embarrassing, and I'd be crying for the rest of the video, and we wouldn't make any progress. So that is why that is really, really helpful. I guess I can just power that using a block with a lever. Suddenly, things have gotten a lot uglier in the build department, and now it's raining. Weather. Okay, so now, farmland. Oh, okay, observers. How do we need to place those? We need to place those like this. Okay, yeah. So, our observers are going to go in a little grid. I have not built this design before, by the way. This is a really bold move, me doing this. But this is kind of... So this is like a mix of Ilmango's farm science... in that he basically discovered that if you have farmland kind of in this, I guess in this kind of pattern, checkerboard pattern, then it's considerably more efficient than doing it in any way. So then what we're going to do is we're going to have pistons next to all of these observers facing downwards. Not 100% certain how I'm going to do that. We might actually have to take out all of our dirt. Unless I can kind of squidge in. We might not need to take out all the dirt. If I break any of those blocks around the water though, I cry. Okay, so pistons going in. Pistons going in. Boom, boom, boom. I'm saying boom a lot. I don't actually say boom very often. That's I can't wait because everyone's just going to be calling me a boomer down in the comment section, and you're kind of correct because I am just saying boom. I'm literally a boomer because I'm saying boom a lot. I can't deny it. All right, so that's that. No, I must admit, my Twitter. So ever since PewDiePie has tweeted out a few of my things now, and whenever because I never see the PewDiePie tweet because it always gets pushed so far down in my notifications and things like that. Whenever PewDiePie tweets me, I can tell because my mentions is just 100% memes. It's like it's non-stop from that point forth for the next week. So I've seen every variation of the word boomer. And that is how I'm aware. Because normally I'm quite an old man. I am a boomer. In that I don't really keep up with the memes. You know? Alright. Beautiful. Okay, farmland. No, we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. Bam, 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 bam. So everywhere that there's an observer, we then have to till the soil. And we place in a melon or pumpkin plant. Which is easy enough. And this is going to be a really, really efficient way for us to get loads and loads of melons and pumpkins. Which then, in turn, this is where my smartness comes in. That is the easiest way for us to get loads and loads of food. Because then we can trade them with villagers. So we can set up like a little villager system here. We actually have villagers right there. So we could actually trade with them. But yeah, that's the way that it's going to work. Because you can get golden carrots. Once you cure up a villager, you can get golden carrots for 1 emerald. Which means that, and you can sell melons and pumpkins for 1 emerald. So that means that, oh, what am I doing? Oh gosh, what am I doing? Yeah, that means, so if you can sell melons and pumpkins for 1 emerald, and you can buy golden carrots for 1 emerald, that means for every melon and pumpkin that this farm generates, we're generating essentially a golden carrot. So this is a giant golden carrot farm. Oh, and in case you're wondering, yeah, I'm alternating my melons and pumpkins here. Because that's what she got to do. Cool. Now, the reason that you have to do that is because Ilmango said so. And that is all I need. That is all I need. Right, that's that. Oh, look. Oh, no, that was just stuff growing. If I up the random tick speed, I'm going to see if this is actually working. If it doesn't, once again, I cry continuously for the rest of the video. I do not stop. We also have a bit of a situation in that one of... Oh! Oh! It worked! See? Oh, look. Oh, look at this. Oh. The only problem is I don't know what this one is, so we're just going to have to trust that it's a melon. Oh, you know what? I can actually... Okay, yeah, that is a melon row. Okay. Makes sense. Oh, look at this. There we are. I haven't even had to up the random tick speed. This thing's actually quite quick. So then we just need a hopper minecart. Or hope. We just need hope. And give it a nudge. Minecraft engineering at its finest. So that will clear all of that up. Dump all the items. I'm impressed. Okay, what do we do to make this look better? I would say, so we need glass around this. Oh, it's not really in keeping with the style that we had going on, but I think we can do something with it. How long have we got left? We have 14 minutes. We have 14 minutes to make this look good. Ah! And but that's without the fact that we actually have to build more. What else have I got on my list? Do you want to know how long my list was? I have 9 items on this list, and I would say so far we have not completed a large number of them. Well, that's about as 2012 as it gets. Goodness me. Oh, we're in a right situation here. I don't know if I can make this look good. Log. Fetch me my logs. As I say, when in doubt, what did I say earlier on? When in doubt, add fence posts. All right, and that is exactly what we're gonna do. I've built this way too close to the other things. I've been a real silly person there. That is not. Oh, I think I'm making it worse. Because the thing is, I can't really build much further out. This is not good. This is not good. Okay, there's another when in doubt, okay, and we might be in that much doubt in that you just start throwing leaf blocks around. Okay, if I just do this. Alright. Things are improving. An improvement has been made. Would you not agree? Please agree. Just agree with me. No, that's not an improvement. That is definitely. But that side doesn't matter because we won't look at it from that side. That's how I'm gonna just. That's the logic that I'm gonna use. This side we do have to do something with, but that's fine. So this looks good. Wonderful. And then, as I say, we are going to yeah, we're gonna jungle leaves. We're going to really bring in the next when in doubt, which is when in doubt, just start throwing leaf blocks around. Things like that. Look at this. Building. That's it. In fact, actually, yeah, if we extend the ground out underneath this thing so it doesn't just look like it's floating, also not a bad move. Now, see, I did think that I could connect up this melon and pumpkin farm into my storage silos and have a really fancy system, but that might be a little bit too much with only 12 minutes to go. So, what else have we got on the list? Small industrial tree farm. See, listen to this. Right, mushroom farm I've got, enchanting an anvil setup. But we do need to do the villagers, alright? Because if we don't do the villagers, then we're going to be living off melons and pumpkins. Nobody wants to do that because you can't eat melons. I know you can eat melons, but you can't eat pumpkins. You can only wear them on your head, and that's pointless. Okay. How should I do the villagers? Let's think about this. So they need to be farmers. Alright, and they need to stand on pistons. And they need to be separated by 1 block. I'm gonna have to kill this guy. Every single redstone video he comes in and he ruins. Goodbye, llamas. I really like the Jolly Llama, but you haven't got your reindeer headgear on, and you're not in Minecraft Earth, so you're just disappointments. I'm actually going to drop these down a little bit. Okay. These... Everything feels so kind of tightly built in this place. I've built everything a little bit close. Oh, I have to remember as well, these are going even lower because they're going to be extended. Okay, let's get these down here. We will then have... Let's stick with logs. But we need redstone dust next to it. I mean, redstone-wise, this shouldn't be much of a challenge. So that's... I don't know if I like that, actually. Maybe if we mix it in... Oh, I don't know if I like it. I mean... Let's remember, we'll be like this. I'll cut into this area a little bit, because we don't actually need that. I might actually put like a little ender station there or something, or like a little food... Yeah, food thing. Food store. Food. I'll put food there. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm stressing, because I feel like we might not actually be able to get this done. Oh, this is why I don't like time challenges. They're so difficult. I have so many good ideas for what I could do, and I only have 1 hour. I'm surprised by how much I've managed to get done in 1 hour. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is... In a way, it's more than I expected, but also way less than I expected. I've kind of got both things happening. Cool. Okay, so each one of these... We need more wood. In fact, no, let's go stone slabs. Bam. Okay, so we can cure up each one of the villagers because we want to have those wicked deals, right? So we don't want any of those bad deals. And the way that we get good deals is by doing something like this. It kind of looks like a saloon. It's like a western. It's like we're building a western build. But it's alright because as soon as you start adding jungle leaves into it, and suddenly it's like, okay, no, this is I know what's going on here. And then we're also, I'm going to put some fence posts at the end here to show that we are at the end of the line. Maybe a little bit of stone brick action. Just because, you know, we wouldn't want the player venturing out too far. But we'll also give them an opportunity to escape as well. Cool. Definitely feels like we need something here. As I'm going to go... Food storage. I only have 9 minutes left. Why am I spending my time on something that literally has 0 functionality? But I'm still doing it. This is the thing. I'm still doing it because I really feel like this is something that is needed when in reality it isn't. And it so isn't. Fence posts. More fence posts. That's it. Cool. It does feel good though. Right. Okay. Item frame. Okay. Let's go golden carrots. Alright, okay. Okay, now I've just remembered. So each one of these guys actually needs their composter in front of them, which a composter is actually quite a pretty block, so I'm happy with that. Oh, that's actually starting to look quite cool. That is starting to look quite cool. This is a really, really compact little base. It's so, like, everything's been punched in. We can actually kind of enclose the whole thing, though, which is quite smart. Like, that's everything now enclosed. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. So, okay, right. We need somewhere for a zombie to walk back here. Oh, I can't remember how to do it. So if the villager is dropped down here, then the zombie will be able to reach the villager. And the zombie is going to be walking, I guess, back here. That makes sense to me. I'm assuming the zombie can't reach the villager. Yeah, physically cannot reach the villager if they are up there. Alright. I think we're getting there, and this is so much easier to build in creative mode than it is in survival mode. I built something like this in creative mode. It's such a nightmare getting all the villagers in place. I'm so happy that all I'm going to have to do is right-click the villagers, and they're just going to appear in their zones, and hopefully match up with the correct things, with the correct, you know, farmers things. They'll put their hats on and stuff, and everything will just work. The only thing is, I have no clue what I'm going to do to make the back of this look good. Absolutely zero. I don't think there is anything that I can do. We also need to make sure that there's a roof over everything. But the good thing is that time-wise, we're actually not doing too bad all of a sudden. If it works. If it doesn't work, we're doing really bad for time because there's nothing I can do. And I've given up on making the back of this look good. We had like a really nice design style going for a while, and then yeah, it's fallen off a little bit. Maybe I could try something. I said earlier that I can't do straight cobblestone, but I'm gonna have to do it quickly. I don't know if this is probably not smart, actually, doing it like this. This might actually look even worse. I've somehow managed to take what I had. Oh, no. What was I thinking? How did I think that was going to look good? How did I think that was going to look good? That's infested. No, it's not. I was lying. Okay, let's alternate. But not too much, but I would like a majority of stone bricks. We've got 4 minutes left! What on earth? Why am I doing this with the roof? I haven't even got my villagers in, okay? I'm being so pointless. This is so silly. Alright. Overhang the roofs. Add a little bit. No. Yes. Yes, do overhang the roof. Okay. Add some fence posts to the side. Add a little underhang. Definitely seem better. Yes! I think we might have pulled it off. I think we might have pulled something off. Maybe add some leaves to it. Add some leaves to the back. Sprinkle them. 3 minutes to go. That looks cool from the front, though. Really, really nice from the front. I'm a fan, and it doesn't look too bad from the back. Wish I could have some overhang here, but I've built that way too close. Okay, let's get these guys in. Boom. Villager, 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 villager. He's dying. Cool. Yep, they're all farmers. They're all farmers. They're all farmers. They're all farmers. Alright, okay, here is our little zombie rabbit run type thing. So we need him. It's peaceful mode because I'm a noob. Throw him an item. Doesn't pick it up. I thought that was going to be an easy way to do it. Name tag. Anvil. Okay. You know what I'm going to do. Good enough. Hello, subscribe. Nice to meet you. Alright, now there is no villagers right now that have dropped down. So see, if we drop one of these guys down. Oh, let's... Okay. Should we make his pathfinding a little bit easier? Yes, that seems to have worked. Yes, that seems to have worked. Should we throw him a sword? What are you doing, dude? Okay, fine. You're dying. That's fine. Because we can get ourselves a new zombie. Because you are useless. Okay, I need some torches in here, though. Oh, my goodness. Right, that. Throw. Nope. Throw. Nope. Die! Okay. Place. Throw. Die. Come on! This is not fair! Throw. Throw. Just pick up the sword! Oh my goodness, I don't think I've ever got this unlucky. He has to be joking me! He has to be joking! Oh, I give up. None of them? None of them can pick up the sword. Well, I mean, none of them seem to be attacking that villager either. Oh gosh. Alright, now I have to kill all of these. Let's get... Alright, well, these need to drop down like this. So we need to have a gap like this. Alright. And that's that. We then place in a zombie. The zombie can then attack the villagers if he so pleases. They just are so slow to do it. And I thought maybe if we give them a sword, then it would speed things up. But, yeah, painfully slow. Regardless, this does now function, even though this guy is paying absolutely zero attention to the villager. Eventually, he will convert that villager into being a zombie villager, and then, yeah, we will be all sorted. Is it because of my difficulty, maybe? I don't know. Either way, whatever happens, this thing is working, and this is our base, all done in one take, in 1 hour. Oh, goodness me. I can do a cut. I can do a little cut. Look, oh, I'm loving this. This is my favourite. So now that I've taken some time to calm down a tiny bit, I have to say I'm really proud of this build. I think it's lovely. It's a nice place to be. This little melon and pumpkin farm is actually doing pretty well. Is producing a decent number of resources. See, right there, we've managed to get ourselves a stack of golden carrots when we eventually start trading with these villagers. We really do have almost everything that we need to actually have a successful Minecraft base. You know, we have a food source, we've got that. We have a storage system, we have that. Everything else is kind of just bonuses, isn't it? You know, we don't have a sugarcane farm, we don't have a gunpowder farm, so we can't really have any form of like a Elytra setup. There's no way that we can have rockets and things, but this isn't the sort of base that you have when you have Elytras and rockets and things. As far as little bases go, I'm actually really happy with this thing, and I think it looks lovely. This is a lovely place to be. I'm really pleased. As I said, I wish I'd been able to transport the resources over into the storage silos, so then this would fill up with the melon and pumpkins, but we just didn't have enough time. 1 hour is not that long in creative mode, even in creative mode. I mean, if you had to build this in survival, this is probably about a 10-hour project, I would have thought. So, yeah. Good going. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya. I'm genuinely curious now. I mean, there's probably only about 4 people watching right the way to the end of the video, so hello to you guys. But also, is this something that you would like to see more of? With that being said, this is a biased thing because, as I say, there's only going to be 4 responses from the 4 people that made it to the end saying yes, please do make more of these. But I don't know, it's quite fun, and I do think it's quite interesting. Let me know.